God don't play about his children. So I'm reading 2 Kings, right? And Elisha's walking to Bethel. And 42 boys come out of, I don't know where they came out of, but 42 boys come out and say, "Get out of here, Baldy." Hold up. Imagine you just walking, minding your business, and 42 people come out of nowhere talking about get out of here and start joning on your outward appearance. Meanwhile, you was just trying to get from point A to point B. A lot of people in situations like this to where y'all be minding y'all business, y'all be doing y'all, yet people always find a way to mention your name in their conversations. They talk about the way you dress, the way you did your hair, the way you did this and that. But what you gotta do is you gotta let them talk. You don't go back and forth with them. Proverbs 26:4 says, "Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself." So if a fool is saying foolish things, saying untrue things about you, you don't go back and forth. Because if you do, then congratulations, you're a fool too. And as children of God, we're intelligent, we're wise. We don't go back and forth with fools. That's not what we do. Michelle Obama says, "When they go low, you go high." But Jadine Vermeer says, "When they go low, you take it to the most high." Now, I don't know the exact verse, but in the Bible, God says not to seek revenge out for yourself, but to let him seek revenge for you. It also says that if you seek out for your own revenge, God can no longer seek revenge on your behalf because you took matters into your own hands. So back to the story of Elisha. These boys was like, "Get out of here, Baldy," and Elisha just looked at them and called a curse on them in the name of the Lord. And y'all know what God did? God sent 2 bears out the woods who mauled these 42 boys. And I'm sitting over here reading, I'm like, ooh, this getting juicy. Like, what does mauled mean? So mauled means wounded by scratching and tearing. And all 42 of these boys was wounded and scratched up. Why? Because they was playing with God's child. And you know God don't play about his children. And I'm not saying call a curse in the name of the Lord on everyone who did you wrong. And I'm not saying that everyone who did you wrong, the Lord gonna send 2 bears to scratch them up. But I am saying don't seek revenge out for yourself. Let the Lord handle it, because he for sure gonna handle it. And from personal experience, from my personal experiences and what I've seen God do, is that the people who have done you dirty, they're gonna either eat their own words, and God's gonna teach them a lesson to where they're gonna learn hey, I did her dirty, and they're gonna apologize and say, girl, I'm sorry that I did you dirty. Or the people who talked down on you, said you would never be nothing, family members and friends, God's gonna make sure that when you get to the top, they see you on top after they've talked so much about you. And that's gonna be better than any type of revenge that you could have seeked out on your own. So my final word for you guys is to let God handle it, because he don't play about his children.